Hello everyone and welcome back to my office and the holiday tree. Today we're going to be going through and disassembling and reassembling the holiday tree. So first though, I do want to show you something that I picked up unrelated to this, but if y'all are in an area with a Walmart, run, don't walk to get these bad boys. These are $8.97 and they're like a foot and a half maybe across. I'm so excited. I got two purple mums to put in them as like a planter. I would have brought it in, but I set them out today. We had some rain this morning, so they got a nice little watering in the yard. But there's already a hole in the bottom under the price tag here for drainage. I'm just going to sit a couple bricks inside to weight it down, set the mum right on top of it in the pot that it came in, and it will keep all season. So I have a couple of orange mums already at the top of my stairs, and these will go kind of in front of the taller planters that I have out there. I have officially 8 days and I can put it out as of October 1st. So I just want to show you this because I love these. I walked past and I was like, no, I don't need them. And then I kept thinking about them and I kept thinking about them. So finally I pulled the trigger on it last night, but I wanted to show these because I'm very excited about them and I think you should have them too if they're available in your area. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at, I have everything kind of laid out for the tree here. We'll do a brief overview of that, and then we'll get started disassembling this bad boy. Alright, just a quick overview here. If you watched my other video, you pretty much know what's here, but if this is your first one, just so you can see everything I have, I will link here up at the top to the last video. That way you can see the full haul. But just a quick overview. Again, we've got my candy corn pumpkins, lights are a staple, the chain garland. These ornaments I did have, but I had my mom hot glue some together over here so they look like little eyeballs, and I did not have them for the haul, so I officially have those. We've got creepy cloth, the table runner, the witch's hat, some ribbon, these ghosts and pumpkins, which now that I'm seeing everything together here, I think my theme is going to be like witch's haunted house. This is what I'm going to call it. So I don't know that these pumpkins and ghosts will work, but we'll see when we get there. We have the ribbon, the harlequin, and the bat. Deco mesh, black, and the orange and green. We have spider webs and the mesh tubing in purple. Again, these eyes that my mom helped me put together. It'll look like little eyes watching us from out the house. We have some ferns just for filler, as well as the roses here. Hi, Bubba. We have the bones, this creepy spider, and last but not least, these little picks for the tree. So again, we'll see if we need those once we get into it. Again, I'm not quite sure. The two things that I'm the most unsure about are going to be the picks here and the tinsel figures here. So we'll see how it all turns out. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer and we're going to get started disassembling this bad boy. Okay, that should give you a pretty good view here. And of course, I will speed this up immensely, but I wanted to show you some of the items that were on the tree this year. I had pieces of this rainbow ribbon that I had woven kind of throughout the tree. It is filled with these gold coins. I drilled holes in each of these so that I could put hangers on them. So they have the shamrock on one side and 4-leaf clover good luck on the back. In addition to that, we had the shamrocks I showed you during the haul of the Halloween items that will be going back on the tree. And several of these Temu ordered. Some say Irish, some say good luck, some say lucky, some just have shamrocks on them, some say kiss me. And they're different colors. There's white, a couple greens. And that's pretty much it. It looks like the base down here was filled in by a couple of these Dollar Tree scarves. So I'll be able to reuse those year over year. And that's pretty much it. It was pretty simple. I just wanted it to be a full tree. So with that, enjoy this little time lapse of me undoing all of the St. Patrick's Day Okay, and with that, we have a blank canvas. Okay, so first, we will work on getting these lights put on. Now, normally I get them from Amazon. I like to get the mini LEDs because they have different settings. Sometimes they twinkle, sometimes they're slow on, slow off. However, the tree itself is pre-lit with white lights. We're going to do orange as a fun extra color this month. And I think they pretty much speak for themselves. I got just a few strands here. I'm not trying to relight the entire tree. I just like there to be a little bit of an accent color. So we're going to go ahead and work on getting these put on the tree. And I'll check back in once that's finished. Alright, and with that we have added all of the orange lights. I apologize for jerking you around a little bit there earlier. You're doubling as my trash bag holder and it was stuck between the legs of the tripod. So now that we have all of the lights, I'm going to go in with our deco mesh and kind of tuck that in and weave that in throughout the tree. And I did get the 3 different colors. I have the black, and the green and the orange. I'm not going to use the green and the orange. I will reuse them for other holidays. I have them at my disposal. This is perfect. It fits the vibe. It's giving witch. It's giving Halloween. All of the good things. So I'm going to go in with this and basically between the rows of lights, kind of try to interweave it in, kind of help hide some of the light cord, and just kind of create that like every other layer effect. And then we'll go in and fill in with a bunch of the other things we have. But I want to get this in first because it is kind of a hassle to cut and get put in and that sort of thing. So, and it's best obviously to build around it. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with our deco mesh. Okay, while I am working with the deco mesh, I'm going to go ahead and put this black tablecloth I got for filler around the base. I'm going to go ahead and put this in because I'm going to put one more layer of deco mesh around the bottom to kind of start the skirt process. And then I have this tablecloth that we got, a table runner rather, that I'll also kind of drape over. So my plan is this around the bottom just to fill in, this draped over the edge, and then the deco mesh around to kind of create that seam between the table runner and the start of the tree. So let's do that. Okay, and with that we have lit, deco meshed, and taken care of our skirt. I will give you a better kind of overview of obviously the tree once everything is finished. But for now, this is what we're looking like without lights. Evenly spaced, everything is flowing decently well. And then with lights, I think the orange really adds something. Certainly more lights to the tree, but also it's fun to have kind of the different colors in there. So with that, I'm going to move on to the mesh tube, and that is here. We have the two different colors. One is just a little bit darker than the other. One came from the craft section. This came from the Halloween section. So I'm just going to alternate the two so they're mixed into the tree. I really don't think you're going to be able to tell once they're in. With these, I'm going to follow more of the row, obviously opposite of the deco mesh, so the row of the lights. These will kind of be woven into those spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and get these put on. And our tree is really developing kind of a purple and orange theme. With other items. That's why I said I'm not sure if those picks are going to work, and I'm not quite sure that these kind of cutesy ghosts that I would normally wire in, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see where we're going. If not, I've got a ton of ghosts and pumpkins that I can work into this bookshelf, which is my backdrop for work on all of my calls, so they look forward to seeing kind of what what little accessories I have. Last year around this time we made, it was actually Christmas time, we made Christmas gnomes with Santa hats, and they had like bulb noses, but they were made from mop heads. And I decided to make mine into a Cousin It, one of my neighbors, they had a, last year, it was a cousinette made from like a tomato cage and a grass skirt that they had just layered, and then they had the bowler hat on top, and it was just the pair of glasses. It was everything. I loved it so much. And so for that reason, instead of making a Halloween gnome, I decided to make a tiny jarred cousin it. So I have that normally goes on my bookshelf. Right now on my bookshelf is something that you guys might recognize, and you'll see this in an upcoming video too, but it is my cone doll, which this is vintage fabric. This is a vintage kind of cupcake topper, and the lucite candle here, and the doll head is vintage as well. Amy's Rock and Pop Shop, she makes these, and this one I got from her in 2021. I got that from her, but the chenille around it, there's little rickrack here along the sleeves, and the fabric is just so cool. There's a face here on the hat, and the cat here on her dress. So she's currently my Halloween flair for the bookshelf. Okay, on with the mesh. Okay, mesh tubing is done. I would recommend, this is the tubing that was in the craft section. It looks like this. The way that they've secured them all together, it like crushed part of the tubing. This pack does not appear to have that problem, so you might be okay, but I had to clip. There were several parts of this one where it was just crushed and twisted, and it was just not gonna look good or flow the way I wanted it to. So I cut several pieces out, but I ended up not needing it. So we'll see. Kind of looks like witch hair. Maybe we'll use it for the topper. I don't know. We'll see. But I have all this extra if we need it. So that is taken care of. That gives us a good base for our, I guess, flowy items. I do have ribbon that I'll add a little bit later, but the ribbon I like to cut in like, I don't know, 6, 10, and 12-foot pieces maybe. And I like to bring it around and tuck it in so it's just a, I don't know, like a loop of ribbon that sticks out of the tree so it looks like it's woven again, similar. So I'll wait to use that at the end to kind of fill in. And speaking of fillers, I'm going to go ahead and do our roses and our ferns that are our fillers and get those put in, and then we'll work on ornaments. And I have this chain that I'm still trying to figure out. I really was looking forward to the chain, but I don't know if it, I don't know. We'll see. It may not fit the vibe. It may not pass the vibe check, as the kids say. So these are our roses. Again, just a plain black rose. It does have this like faux baby's breath situation. And so we have these. And then part of that like overgrown haunted house, witchy vibe, I thought these ferns look like maybe an overgrown bush or something. So I'm going to put these in, and then we will check back with you. Ferns, check. Roses, double check. I think I'm going to take this time now to go ahead and fill in with our glitter bulbs that we have here. And most importantly, our eyes that my mom helped me make by gluing together. So I'm going to go ahead and get those put into some of the bare spots within the tree. And I might experiment with the glittery picks. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. So, something worth noting, sorry, that I didn't say before, is these ornaments, I'm not going to hang them in the tree, because this is kind of witchy and bubbly, brewy. What is the fortune telly crystal ball like? I'm actually just gonna put these in the tree and nestle them in like so, so that they're not hanging, they're just appearing as a pop of color within the tree. Okay, bulbs, check. And these work super great just to tuck in because they're glitter, so they kind of stick to everything. Normally I am anti-glitter, however, in this case, it really does kind of help. I'm going to go ahead and throw my hat on the top. I'm going to bend it a little bit to give it some shape, some movement. But I'm going to go ahead and throw my hat on the top just so I have that and can kind of see what this is like. Now we've got some decisions to make. Spider webs for sure are going to be incorporated because it's like a haunted house situation. Haunted house, witchy, whatever. Where I'm stuck at now is the chain. So that's why I want to put this hat on and see how I feel about I'll have to wire that down later, but that gives us a general idea. There's the hat. So I need to experiment with some chain and kind of see. I just don't know. I was excited about the chain. They didn't have the chain that I wanted in Terre Haute, so I had to get it here in my hometown. But I just don't know that it, like, fits, you know? Leave a comment, chain or no chain. I can always go back and add it later. I don't know that I could maybe tuck it deep into the tree, maybe on the rows that only have one mesh tubing, maybe is how I could work that. Oh gosh, I just don't know. Let me fiddle with it and we'll see. I think for now I am no chain. Again, like I said, comment below if you are team chain. I might use this to make a fun like garland or something to put over my front door. My mom got me this sign to put out, and it says, "Enter if you dare." So it might be fun to kind of put these, I'll link them. You can put them together They come apart here. You can link them together. They're flexible enough to do that. So I can make a long garland to kind of drape over and go over that door, I think, to go with this. It's just, I was so excited about this, but I don't see it. I'm getting rid of this. I'm going to do the Harlequin ribbon because I feel like that's kind of witchy tight situation. I know normally they're kind of stripy, but this is Harlequin, which is fun. So I'm going to do the Harlequin. I don't think I'm going to do the bat ribbon. Maybe I can weave that into this chain somehow to put over the door. I don't know. Or save it for next year, because I might have a different theme next year. I have for sure decided pumpkins and ghosts will not be going on. I know that 100% for sure. So I'm going to do Harlequin ribbon, and then I'll check in, because I think after that all we have is spiderweb. Guys, I'm back. I had to take a small break. My camera overheated, but I managed to get all the rest of my ribbon cut, so that's ready. And then I had an epiphany. Not really epiphany, but a genius idea. I have decided what to do with the chain in the window. I'm going to take this extension rod that I went out and got, and I'm going to hang the chain from it and let it hang in the window behind the tree. And then I'm going to take some spooky cloth and wrap it around this bar and create like a little valance for it. So there'll be a little backdrop behind the window here with the chain. So that's my official plan for this. And I found something to use the chain for. That said, while I was at Walmart going for the extension rod only, you know how Walmart works. Obviously, there were some other things there that I felt I needed to pick up. I got a few of these because I felt like they were giving weed. And I thought that I could honestly break it apart into a couple of different bunches and get it, Bo, look out, Bubba, and put it throughout the tree. Again, it kind of gives that, like, weedy, overgrown, witchy, whatever. So I got a few of those. And then I found this little section and got these for some pops of color. These little berry bushes, these were 97 cents. So, $1.25 tree. Take note, Walmart offering things for 98 cents now. But I thought these are fun because they pull the same colors throughout. They're a little bit glittery. So I'll get those put in. I got 5 of those. And then I got 10 of these, which I don't know how much I like glitter, but these are so cool. They're black leaves with the purple glitter, and I think it just helps add. These are all regular black, so I'll go through and put some of these around them and use to fill in other spots. But I got 10 of those little bunches. Again, 97 cents. So I couldn't pass those up. I'll be honest with you, it is pretty late. It is almost 11 o'clock, and I have dialysis tomorrow, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it here for now. But when you see me again, same video, 2 seconds for you, probably a day or so for me. But we're going to get this Harlequin ribbon put on and the rest of these fillers put in. And that's the tree. We've got some spider webs to put on it here and there to make it look kind of old and, you know, spooky. And that's, that'll be the tree. So here is a look for night 1. This is what we're looking like. and we'll do a full, a full pan of the tree and stuff once it's fully done. But this is it for now. But I just wanted to check in because, again, next time you see me, it'll probably be light outside again. And I wanted you to know that to expect it. Fasten your seatbelt. I don't want you to be alarmed when you see the light behind me. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in 2.4 seconds. Okay, I am back and dressed particularly appropriate for the conclusion of this video, if I do say so myself, or don't say so myself. Well, I say so. Anyway, on with it. We have the Harlequin ribbon, we have spider webs, we have a couple of other little picks and fillers we're going to put in. Then we'll make the chain curtain for the back window, get that put in. And I think that's it. Our spider, my dad's supposed to help me do that tomorrow, so I'll probably put a picture of that on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, the links are in the the description of this video below. So feel free to take a look at that if you want to see what we end up doing with this ginormous spider once all 8 legs have been extended. We have something special we're doing with him. So, with that, I will get to work on this ribbon and check in with you when we're ready for the next step. Okay, there's our Harlequin ribbon. Now, I'm going to stick in, I went ahead and cut up these floral picks that I purchased and cut them in half. So they're a little bit smaller and more, I guess, scale appropriate for the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and get those stuck in. Okay. Those are finished. I do have one more if I decide it needs to be a bit fuller once we're finished. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put these picks in. These have the just coordinating colors and glitter. I thought they looked twiggy and were fun. And these were only $1 at Walmart, so couldn't pass them up. All right, and now we will go ahead and start putting on some of the spider web. I do have these black leaves with the purple glitter. They're purple underneath. We'll see. I feel like these really tied into the hat, and it kind of brought that throughout the tree, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sold on these. I'm not a fan of glitter. It gets everywhere, so we'll see. I'm not entirely sure we'll need these once we're all finished. So, on with the spider web. Well, small problem. Alexa was playing me some 70s gold, and I didn't hear the camera stop recording. So, unfortunately, we ran out of battery quicker than I thought we would. Oh, see? Oh, she's in my business. We ran out of battery quicker than I thought, and I went ahead and I have fully cobwebbed the tree. Honestly, this is the first time that I had worked with any sort of spider web or cobweb. It is not the move. So I would recommend not webbing your tree if you get this far. So with that, I also did put the chain and spooky cloth up in the window behind the tree. I will put in some footage of that here at the end when I do the lit tree. So for now, let me show you this version, and then I will do the full reveal. Very exciting. Oh, you didn't think I'd leave you without a fortune, did you? I want to thank you guys for watching and supporting me through this little Halloween series. I know that this hasn't been necessarily vintage or thrifting related or reselling related, but I truly enjoy doing this. And when I launched the channel, I wanted it to be just kind of a diary of things I'm doing and what have you. And this is something I enjoy doing, and I'm so glad that I was able to kind of get back on track with it. So again, I can't say thank you enough. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And with that, I will tell you to remember, life, although spooky sometimes, is short, and you are talented in many ways. Bye-bye, everybody.